As you can see, I'm surrounded by Tupperware, and today I'm going to teach you a fun and easy way to meal prep for the rest of the week. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I meal prep my meals, I get bored of the same thing after the second or third day. To make things fun and interesting, I'm going to show you a few ingredients that you can prep for the whole week and then make your own combinations for each day. I'm going to give you a few ideas of certain meals that you can prep so you can have healthy, delicious, and balanced meals. Make a list of the ingredients that you want to cook and check what you have at home. Whatever you don't have at home, you can go and get it. Choose a day out of the week to make your shopping. You can go to different places, to the farmer's market. I personally like to do my shopping on Saturdays. Then choose a day where you will meal prep. I personally like to do it on Sundays. I take 2 or 3 hours out of the day and meal prep for the rest of the week. Meal prepping not only saves me time and money, but it also helps me stay on track with my healthy meals without thinking about it too much. All right, let's meal prep. For lunch and dinner, we're gonna create our own bowls. So if you've seen my previous meal prep videos, you know that I always give you specific recipes that you can make for lunch and for dinner. But this time I decided that it would be cool to show you the different types of ingredients that you can prep beforehand, put in the container, put it in the fridge, and then once you want to prepare your bowl or your salad, you have a variety of ingredients to choose from. I recommend lunch, for example, if you're gonna be out, to prep that on Sunday as well. But maybe dinner, you always eat at home, so you just wanna make something on the fly depending on what you're craving. But this way, you just open the fridge, everything's inside, and set to go. Basically what we're gonna do is create our own bowls. And for this, I divided it into 6 categories. The first category is greens, leafy greens. I recommend that you accompany your lunch and your dinner with a fresh green salad. It's super hydrating and very nourishing. One cool thing about dividing this into 6 categories is that if you have those 6 categories in mind, you're sure that you're getting in a variety of nutrients and ingredients that you need, and that you're checking off all your macros, fats, carbs, and protein. So the first leafy green is romaine lettuce. Probably all of you already know this one, but it's a really good one. It's super sweet and crunchy, and I personally like it as a salad. Arugula is super tasty. It has a lot of flavor, it's spicy, and it really tastes good with anything. Even if you put in some berries or coconut, the mixture between the spicy and the sweet is really good too. Also with balsamic, it's delicious. Of course, we all know spinach, and I love eating spinach anyway. Raw in salads, cooked with some salmon or eggs, or even put it in the blender and blend it up with my smoothies. And of course, a really practical one is the mixed greens. This one, I bought it from the box you can get at the supermarket or at Costco, like a big box. And I love it because it has a mixture of greens and it's great for salads. Second category, veggies. You want to have color in your plate. Veggies are not only super nutritious, but they're just fun to eat. And the more variety that you have, the more, again, nutrients you're consuming and the more fun it is to eat. What I love about all these different types of veggies that I'm showing you is that each one of them has a different texture, a different flavor. I don't know, I just absolutely love having a variety and abundance of veggies. So you don't have to have all of these when you do your meal prep. I'm just simply showing you some ideas that you can make. But I would recommend having at least 4 different types of veggies. This way you can have a little bit of variety during the week. Honestly, sometimes I like to eat super simple. I'll just eat some broccoli and a piece of salmon, and that's it. I'm satisfied. My digestion actually really likes it when I eat simple. But then there's other days when I just want more variety. I want something more fun. And for those days, you can have more veggies. So what I recommend doing is that you take these veggies, you clean them, you chop them, you put them into Tupperwares and put them in the fridge. This way, when lunch or dinner time comes around, you have everything ready and just ready to put it in a bowl. Put it together, and that's it. So the first one is tomatoes. Of course, tomatoes are delicious. You can eat them raw in your salads or even cooked with a little bit of salt, pepper. Really, really good. And ghee, of course. Cucumbers, of course, are a must in salads. I don't recommend cooking cucumber. Cucumber, you usually eat it raw. And it's also great if you just want a little snack when you're at home. If you have these in the Tupperware, you can just go in the fridge and grab a healthy snack. Zucchini noodles are delicious alone or in a bowl or in a salad. I really like the fact that I prep these beforehand. This way, I just have them because sometimes I do want zucchini noodles, but if I don't have them prepped, I'm just lazy to make them because it's kind of a little ordeal. So yeah, zucchini noodles are great. They're great for kids and even a substitute for pasta. Shredded carrots. This is my personal favorite way of eating carrots. The texture of it, carrots are sweet and they're full of vitamins essential for our skin, for our eyes, for our body. I love carrots. Radish. Now I know a lot of people don't like radish, but in Mexico we eat radish a lot. And it's really good with lime or lemon and a little bit of salt. Actually, if you let radishes sit in the fridge for days, they become even better and better, like really, really good. Bell peppers are full of vitamin C. I love bell peppers any way, any color, raw, but grilled. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Even if you just grill them like whole, they taste delicious. Red onions give so much flavor to your bowls, to your salads. It's my favorite onion, to be honest, and this one's also really good if you just squeeze a lot of lemon or a lot of lime, put some salt in it, let it sit in the fridge. It is delicious. Finally, our two last veggies, and these are two veggies that I have in my fridge every single week, and it's kale and broccoli. These ones I recommend cooking because they don't taste that good when they're raw. So you can either boil them, you can grill them, you can put a little bit of coconut oil and cook them. I love coconut oil with kale. It's really, really good, and some spices. I recommend prepping these on Sunday. This way you have them ready for the week. Category number 3 is carbs. So the carbs that I chose is quinoa and garbanzo beans. The reason why I chose these ones is because they're also a rich source of plant-based protein. What I love about quinoa is that it digests a lot easier for people that can't digest rice. I personally love white rice, but for this option, I chose quinoa. And to be honest, I don't need a lot of variety during the week. If I choose 2 carbs, I'm good. I'll either use white rice and sweet potatoes or garbanzo beans and quinoa. So the quinoa cooks really easily. You just cook 1 cup of quinoa with 1.5 cups of water, and then you just let it cook for 15 minutes. I recommend cleaning the quinoa beforehand and soaking it if possible for at least 2 hours because the enzymes will become active and your body will just digest it better. It also tastes really good with some ghee or coconut oil and even olive oil, but I like to add the olive oil once it's cooked, and I keep the olive oil raw. It just tastes better. So here are our 2 carb options, quinoa and garbanzo beans. And these garbanzo beans are just from the can, so I simply just drain them and that's it. You can also cook garbanzo beans, but they take so long to cook. So I personally just get the cans, it's easier and it tastes the same. Organic, of course. Category number 4 is protein. And for this category, I chose 4 types of protein, which are my favorites. We have egg, and hard-boiled egg is great for meal prep because they can just keep in the fridge. This way you don't have to cook eggs over and over again. It makes it easy, it's delicious, and less cleaning. Number 2 is tofu. For the tofu, you want to get it out of the packet, but first, take out all of the liquid. Once you take out the liquid, take out the tofu and pat it dry with some paper towels. You can leave it sitting for about 15 to 20 minutes so all the water drains out. This will help it cook better and easier and faster, and it will taste delicious. Once the tofu is dry, we're gonna cut it into little squares. Then we put it in a bowl to season it. Seasoning our proteins is gonna be very important because this is gonna make it taste good. And now to season it, we add 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, a little bit of turmeric powder, garlic powder, paprika, and some coconut sugar to balance everything out. We mix everything really well and our tofu is seasoned. 15 to 20 minutes. Depends how crunchy you want it. It's gonna be crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. As you can see, the tofu's getting a really nice color and it's actually smelling really, really good. Once it's ready, you put it into your Tupperware and it's meal prep for the week. Next, we're gonna prep our tempeh. And for the tempeh, I personally like to cut it into thin strips. Then in a bowl, I'm gonna season it. 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, a little bit of soy sauce, garlic powder, maple syrup, and a squeeze of lemon juice. We mix everything really, really well, and our tempeh is seasoned. Now we pass it on to the pan and cook it for about 15 minutes. You want to flip them around so you get everything cooked. Our fourth option is wild-caught salmon. Place the salmon in a bowl and add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, a little bit of oregano powder, garlic powder, cayenne powder, pepper, ginger powder, and parsley. I personally like to spice everything up really good. I don't really measure it. I kind of just go like a little bit here, a little bit there, depending on what flavor I want. I add more of this or less of that. You can play and experiment. Don't be afraid. Once it's all marinated, we pass it onto the pan and we put our timer. I put the lid on the pan and then we're gonna cook it for 5 minutes on one side and then flip it over and cook it another 2 minutes on that side. Now it's ready and you put it in a Tupperware and it's meal prep for the week. Fifth category is healthy fats. Ta-da! Of course, avocado. Holy, holy, holy avocado is a must in our meal prep. Now for avocado, I recommend that you cut it when you're gonna eat it. Otherwise, it may get a little brown. You can actually cut it in half and then put it in the fridge. It's gonna be fine, but it's best just to cut it when you're gonna eat it. And you can eat a whole avocado in one sitting. Why not? Green olives and black olives, nuts, walnuts and almonds, sunflower seeds, and if you want something sweet, shredded unsweetened coconut. The fats not only add healthy fats, but they also add a lot of texture. So they're kind of like toppings for your salads and your bowls. Of course, meals always taste better with like a yummy sauce. You can use these for your salads or for your meals, whatever you want. The first one is going to be a pesto dressing. For this, we're gonna be using sunflower seeds, about half a cup of them, fresh basil, 1 garlic clove, salt, and some water. We blend it all up really well, add a little bit of pepper, and that's it. It's ready. And here we have our delicious, delicious dressing. It smells so good and you can keep it in the fridge. Also, I added a little bit of lemon juice and the lemon helps it stay longer in the fridge. Next is a Dijon mustard dressing. For this, we add 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard, a little bit of water, some pepper, a little bit of avocado oil, around 1 tablespoon. Mix that all up really well and that's it. We have a yummy Dijon mustard dressing. What I love about mustard is that it really goes with anything. I mean, I even eat it with eggs. I know it's so weird, but I like it. I put mustard on everything and anything. Okay, so here I made 4 examples of meals that you can make, and each one of them has a green, so either broccoli or kale. It has a carb, so either garbanzo or quinoa, and a protein. Salmon, tofu, tempeh, and boiled egg. What I love about these recipes is that you can really eat them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They're very versatile and they're very different too. And with the different dressings that you have, it just makes it a lot more fun. salad separately. This way you don't have like a tiny little salad, and again, you can mix it with whatever you want. Some have bell peppers, zucchini noodles, shredded carrot, red onion, different types of greens, olives, raisins, shredded coconut, whatever you want. So once you go to school or to work, you're gonna take your meal plus your salad. Hope you enjoyed. Like this video if you want more of these, subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, fam!